Hello guys, this is Prince Jaya Kenya, back again today with another video. And as you can see, the title of the video is Fira is not fertile. Fira is not fertile. Why have I just decided to give out this story? It is because by that time that by the time that this story happened to me, I decided to keep it silent because I felt disappointed. I felt so bad. But today I have just decided to give it out to the world so that somebody might be encouraged, somebody might be motivated, or somebody might learn one or two things. So this is how my story goes. So the title of the story is how I failed my driving test. How I failed my driving test. So myself in the year 2017, at least I remember it was on the month of August. It was in the month of election. It was the month of August. I used to live in Nakuru, to hustle in Nakuru. By that time I was doing the conductor job. The conductor job is like helping out the driver to transport. We were transporting some mizigo. How do you call it in English? We were transporting some stuff from Nairobi to Uganda, to the border of Uganda. So and then 2017, that's when I was engaging with my dad, and then we saw that it's good for me to do a driving course. So my dad, by that time, he was so lucky, he got some small money to take me to driving school. So after the election, I know you remember guys, the election of 2017, I just went back to Nakuru for a few days, then went back to Nyahururu so that I can enroll myself in driving school. So the main reason to why I enrolled myself in driving school, it is because I had a plan to go to the Pronto Parita class after my dad gets some money sometime maybe later. So I did my driving there, but you know what? I don't know whether to say this or not to say that. So I got a chance to go to NYS. So I just decided to stop or to postpone my classes and just decided to enroll myself in NYS. So I went to my NYS training from September to February 2018. It was September 2017 to February 2018. So after completing my NYS, after passing out, that's when I decided to revisit my driving school, the one that I was doing in Nyahururu. And because I didn't have even more time to go back to classes, so I had to talk like Wakenya, and we organized here and there, and I got my license. You know, that's the language of Kenya. Forget about it. I'm sorry for myself and I'm sorry for everything that happened, but I got a license. you see, I got a license. So the life continued, and now I continue with the life, with my life. You know how it all went. I'm not here to repeat all that story. And I came here in the US. So coming here in the US, as I usually tells you, if you know how to drive, at least it will be an added advantage for you, because even if the vehicles here are left hand sided, unlike Kenya, they are right hand sided. But at least knowing how to drive, you won't start from a fresh, or you won't start from mwanzo, your host telling you that this is the steering, this is the wherever that I don't know how to car myself. So at least knowing how to drive is good. If at all you can, there is a video that I made about some of the courses, short courses that you can do once you win Green Car Lottery, and I mentioned that knowing how to drive is very important, by the way. If at all you can make it before relocating here in America to know how to drive, just make sure you know how to drive. And it's not a must to have a driving license of Kenya. Maybe if you have a friend that can teach you the basic of driving, just do it, please. It's gonna help you. But I told you, if at all you don't know any way you can be able to do some practice tests of driving back there, just come the way you are, because you will learn how to drive here, and you will buy your car. And few years or 1 year or few months down the line, nobody will know whether you came away how to drive in America or not knowing how to drive. So myself, I came in America. So I was communicating with my host, and my host asked me whether I knew how to drive, and instead of even telling him yes, I sent him the driving license to confirm that myself, I'm a professional driver. Yeah, I'm a professional driver. Yeah, you see stuff like that. So because I had a license of Kenya, although I didn't complete. Remember, I didn't complete my my driving lessons back there. Sorry for that anyway. It's right. It happens. It's right. So I came here, and it was like from the, was it the first week? Was it the first week? Yeah, the first week. That's when now my host showed me how to go about it. I downloaded the manual book, because over here, once you come in the US, before you do the actual driving test, you must have something that we call learner's permit. This learner's permit, there is no way you can come direct from Kenya to America and your host takes you direct to the road to teach you how to drive now the physical driving. No, you must first do the theory work. This theory work, each and every state has a driving manual book. Every state has its own driving manual book. Like if at all you live in New York, there is a New York driving manual book. So once you come here, you are supposed to download that book, read it, by the way. After you read it, your host will book you a theory test, learner's permit test. You will go to the to DMV. You will go to PennDOT, DMV or PennDOT, yeah, wherever, and you will do your learner's permit. You will do your exam of theory test, theory work, and once you pass that test, now you will be given a learner's permit, and with the learner's permit, now your host can teach you. Your host can teach you how to drive now on the roads or on the parking lots or whatever. But at least with the learner's permit, you can also drive. But you can never drive by yourself. You need a person with the license next to you. So myself, I went to. It took me like 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? I think it was 2 to 3 weeks for me to study for that learner's permit exam. And I went to do the learner's permit exam. By good luck, let me tell you something. The pass mark was 15. I was supposed to get 15. The total question were 18, and I was supposed to get 15. Once you get 15, you qualify. Once you get 14, you fail. And you know what? While doing that exam, there is nobody who is there with you. You are all by yourself with a computer. You are answering the question. It's very easy. By the way, for those who don't know how to use a computer, don't worry. It's like a touch screen. You just answer the question over there. And if at all you don't know how to operate or how to open it, he's gonna guide you. Then he will leave you alone to fill out the question. Once you finish up to question 18, the computer will tell you whether you have passed or failed. If you fail, you have to redo it. If you pass, good luck. They will print you a learner's permit. So do you know how much I got? I got 15 out of 18. I just got exactly the pass mark. Even that guy looked at me and told me, "You guy, you are very lucky. You are very lucky, because if at all I could drop and get 14, it could be the end of me, because I could have to redo it." So, but I thank God, even if I just passed with the pass mark, I just passed. So, from that's when I embarked my host to teach me the how to drive now, the practical driving test. We started to go with the parking lots where there is normal vehicles. He could teach me on Saturdays, because on Saturdays he is free, and on Saturdays too I was free. Remember, I was working by that time, so he could teach me like 1 hour, 2 hours how to drive. Then later on, he taught me like 3 to 4 Sundays, if I do remember very well. He taught me like 3 to 4 Sundays, and then there is one Sunday that we managed to go to the roads, to the main road, and I drove very well. The second Sunday, he took me to the road and I drove very well. And he told me, wewe umeiva sana, sasa acha tubuku mtihani. Also myself, I was pushing him. By the way, guys, once you are hosted by your host, sometimes hata wewe jaribu kuwapush, but don't push them in a way that wataona unawanag. Unaona? There is a way you can push your host aone unamnag juu. They are so busy. By the way, these people, even if they are your relative or not your relative, they have ni wakarimu sana. It's through their kindness that they have decided to host you. So even if you are pushing them, don't push them like you are nagging them, but don't again be in a comfort zone. Sometimes if you see them that maybe they are not in a hurry to do you something, push them. Myself, I used to ask my host all the time, when are we gonna book the driving test? I feel that nimeiva. I feel that now I'm okay, I can drive. And by the way, when he remembered the way I drove on Sunday, he told me, yeah, sure, let's try and book the driving test. You know what? We booked after it was like we had trained like five Sundays. Yeah, 5 Sundays, because I remember I got my license within my second month. Yeah, it was like 5 Sundays or 5 to 6 Sundays. So we booked the driving test. I remember what day was it? It was on Monday. It was on Monday we booked the driving test. After booking the exam on Monday, we decided to go to do the driving test. So the way they usually test you over here, you usually go and present yourself your ID, and you give out your ID, maybe social, and you give out the runner's permit. Then the instructor goes with you outside. You first enter the vehicle by yourself. Then he is outside and he tell you, show me the brake, show me the brake rights, show me all the rights. He asks you about all the rights. You know, he is monitoring while he is inside. Show me the wipers. You will turn on the wiper, turn off the wiper, show him the headlights, the brake lights, the parking lights, stuff like that. So after testing all those stuff outside, now he comes in the vehicle. After coming in the vehicle, now he asks you. I remember this is the question that he asked me. Show me the hazard light. Oh my God, do I know where the hazard light is? No, I don't know where the hazard light is. And the hazard light was 16 marks. He told me the pass mark is 30 point. If I fail like 30, that is fail. And hazard carries 16. So myself, I don't know where is the hazard. So I try to touch some button there. I don't know where is the hazard. So finally I failed the hazard to show him the hazard. So he told me I will give you like 10 points. I won't give you the 16 point, but I will give you the 10 points. So we continued. Now I put my seat belt, and now you are ready to go. So because of the way I was fearing, once I went to, I came out. Okay, the next thing is to park your car in a parking lot. That one I made it very perfectly. I put my car in a parking lot. It's a parallel parking, and then he told me, now let's go and do the test on the road. So while I was going the test on the road, I don't know whether I was fearing or what. I was going with a speed limit of 3 miles per hour. 3 miles per hour. And by the way, on the highway, I'm supposed to go like 20 to 25. So I don't know why. Then he could ask me, why are you going slow? I was expecting him to tell me to increase the speed. But he was expecting me, because I'm a student and I'm in a test, to tell myself, because I know the speed limit of a learner in a highway is from 20 to 25. You see? So myself, I was going with 3 until he told me, no, increase the speed. So you know what? He tested me around. I don't remember where we went around, but on my way coming now to park the car so that I can know my result. I don't remember very well how the another car was approaching me. So, and instead I turned the wheel my car to the footpath of the pedestrian. So I didn't observe the pedestrian crossing and stuff like that. So that one made me to fail my driving test for the first time. So I felt so bad. I felt to cry. I didn't know how I would tell my host. My host had sacrificed himself that day to ask for permission from his job to take me to driving. Then here I have failed. Though my host was trying to give me motivation that don't worry, man, this is how things goes in America. Sometimes things won't go the way you want them to go. Even you are very fast. Myself, I don't know. I came to know how to run after how long, stuff like that. Even you are very fast at race yourself. You are. So I felt so bad. I felt disappointed and heartbroken. I was even wondering how will I ask him to book me the next exam, or how will I ask him to continue teaching me. So my host is the one that even told me that, you know what, we'll continue doing the practice test, then we'll try another time. So okay, I remember I told you the day that I went for driving test, it was on Monday. So the same Sunday, he came again so that we can embark on the road to do the driving practice. And the same week, from the time that I failed, we only practiced another one day, and then I pushed him again to book for me the following week. So the following week he booked for me another DMV, not the previous DMV. He booked me another DMV, and you know what? This time I was so keen. This time I was so perfect, and you know what? I got it, and I got my driving license. So that's how my story was. How I failed my driving test for the first time, but on the second time, I passed it. So the motivation on this story is that even if you come here in America, by the way, sometimes you will fail. Some of you will go to that driving school, you will fail. Some of you will do some tests, you will fail. But don't give up. If at all you have a chance to retry, just retry again and try the second time to avoid the same mistake that you did the first time. And you know what? Once you consider stuff like that one, I assure you that you will make it. So it's on that one. May God bless you, may God be with you, and bye bye. See you later.